Welcome back, everybody. This is Todd Sylvester with the Todd Sylvester Inspires Belief Cast. Thank you so much for joining us. As I always say, I'm so excited for another Belief Cast with another amazing person, Nicea DeGering. Thank you for joining us. You're so good. It's just awesome to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I don't do many podcasts. I'm just getting into listen. I need to listen to yours.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yes, you do, by the way.
Please do. Please listen to me.
Please do. Yeah. Well, I want to thank her for being here. She's an amazing person, and we're going to get into her in just a second here. But I also want to thank our sponsor, Veracity Networks, for believing in me and believing in this platform that we're reaching out to people who are, going through some tough times and overcoming some amazing things, doing amazing things in life. So thank you. And then thanks to all the listeners. We couldn't do this without you. And I just thank you. I pinch myself every day going, man, this is so amazing. And so, again, we got Nicea DeGering, and I'm going to just give you a little background on her. Most of you probably know her, but, she is one of the, what would you call it, a co-anchor? Or an anchor?
Co-host.
Co-host
Mm-hmm.
of Good Things Utah. And you've been doing that for
17 years.
17 years. And I've been fortunate enough to be on that a few times. And you guys do an amazing job. I mean, you guys have a great following, great platform. You guys are just all about positivity and energy and showing all the good things that Utah is doing. So 17 years.
17 years. And I started in news, and I started as a crime reporter. And
Right.
I told you what happened. The great thing about Good Things Utah is now I tell you what's going to happen and what's happening in our state.
Ooh, I like that.
And what's positive about our state. And
Yeah.
it was a big changeover for me when I went from news to Good Things. And I didn't know if I went a little bit kicking and screaming, Todd. Like I didn't really think back when
Right.
that started that would
Sure.
work. Would
Right.
people watch that? Probably like podcasts and like YouTube. Will it work? And it did.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, a couple other things about Nicea. You graduated from BYU in broadcasting, and then, you started your career in 1995.
I did.
Wow.
But I look so young and vibrant.
Well, you still look young. Absolutely.
I'm trying anyway.
Yeah. And so you anchored the weekend news for several years before being invited to do a brand new show in the fall of 2002, which was when Good Things Utah debuted, right?
Yes.
And so did you ever think you would be in here doing that long?
No. It was a dream of mine since I was a little girl. I had parents who were definitely strict about school and grades and career possibilities and what are you going to be when you grow up when I was very small. So I thought about it as a child, and I wrote down, because there was no Google at the time. I think I got an encyclopedia and wrote down careers that matched up with what I was good at. And I was just a teenager at the time. And I remember writing, I like to talk, and I like English, and I like to write, and I like to tell stories. And then I wrote down, I could be a lawyer. I could be, I think I wrote a teacher, which is amazing. And I wrote, my parents were teachers, and I wrote down journalist or broadcasting. And I was like, well, journalist is great, but I need to talk. So I circled broadcasting at the age of 15 and said to my parents, I want to go into broadcasting. Like, I have decided. And both of them said, no,
Really?
Absolutely not. That is too competitive.
Oh, wow.
You need to do something that you can definitely succeed in. And of course, if you know 15-year-olds out there, then you go, watch me. Now watch me.
Right.
So I decided on it at a very young age.
Yeah. So where did that come from? I mean, you knew what you wanted to do.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, at that age. I mean, I think back when I was 15, I had no clue what I wanted to do.
Is that crazy? I thank my parents, and I think I was frustrated with my parents for, because if I didn't decide, they were choosing.
Right.
They were like, well, then you'll be a doctor, which is great and successful and awesome, but is that what I want to be?
Yeah.
And so I had to definitely think it out at that age. And my mom saying, which love you, Mom, out there, you'll never succeed, drove me, I think, more than anything to say,
Really?
I will figure this out and I will do it. And I love telling stories and people's stories. I still find it a little bit awkward to tell my own after all these years, because I love bringing other people's stories to light. And then when it turns on me and they go, what about yours? I still go, oh, is that what we're doing?
And here we are.
This
is what we're doing.
And here we are. And we're doing it. And with you, Todd, I would love to. I would love to do it.
You're the best. Yeah. Well, you're involved in so many great things in Utah. You're the face of Utah Honda dealers for the last 3 years.
I'm so sorry if it pops up on your computer every 5 minutes.
It really does. Yeah. So
you're
thank
welcome,
you very
and I'm
much.
sorry. Buy a Honda.
Yeah. You also emceed recently the Women's Tech Council Awards.
Yes.
And you're involved in a lot of great charities and events, things like that. So you get asked to do that quite a bit, I would imagine.
I do. And I think you're so, when you're given a lot and you're given a platform, a lot is expected in return. And I think that the community deserves that. And I need to do that.
Yeah.
I'm emceeing the MS Gala coming up soon, and I have people I love with MS, and so it's a great opportunity to go and share that. I like to say I'm the window dressing of the event, but if I can help get you excited about it and get you there. Women in tech in Utah, absolutely incredible. I walked in that room thinking it was some little thing they invited me to MC, and there's 1,500 people at Grand America. Wow. And women that are much smarter than I will ever hope to be, that have made incredible strides in our state, and that hopefully my girls will look up to and say, I'm not like I did. I'm not good at math. I could never do that. But I can, and I could, and what could I be? And these women are doing that in our state, and I love that.
That's so cool. And that was the other thing I was going to mention. You're a mother to 2 beautiful girls, and you're just smiling from ear to ear.
They're my favorites.
They're your favorites, yeah.
They're the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Those girls are the best thing I've ever done and keep trying to do as a parent. They're 17 and 14 now, and the oldest is graduating this year. And it's so funny when they get to be that age, because you remember graduating high school.
Right.
And you think it was like 5 years ago, maybe. And now I have a daughter graduating high school, and I swore I'd never be my parents. And I sound like them. I sound like my mother, because what do you want to be? And what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, Mom, I might travel. That doesn't seem responsible. Where are you going? Not paying for your trip.
Exactly.
So I'm my mom now. And I always thought, Mom, how dare you push me this way or that way? And now I catch myself going, whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that several times. I'll say something to my kids, and I'm like, that's exactly what my dad would say.
Yeah.
And I said I would never do that.
Right.
And now here I am doing it.
And I'm experienced and I know better.
Right.
And here I am.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they're amazing. If you actually do see a Honda commercial, they finally let me add my girls to it.
Yeah, the most recent one, I think they're on that, right?
They had to be paid.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't do it. You have to pay to play with teenagers. I mean, I'm shocked it's not running on Snapchat, because that's how they communicate. And but yeah, they were paid $300 to do those commercials. And it's funny, they went kicking and screaming, and now my daughter wants these brand new Nikes that are like $148. And she said, does Honda need anything right now? Or
does Honda need me? Yeah.
I need cash.
That is hilarious. And maybe this will spark, like, this is what I want to do now. Maybe they'll follow your footsteps.
Who knows? They don't want to. It's so funny. They're like, I don't want to be you. They grew up, and they grew up watching this and being on Good Things Utah. I mean, when they were tiny. Yeah. And both have chosen other paths, and I love it. I want them to choose whatever path they want. Yeah. But it's so funny as a parent. You're like, so you don't like what I do, or yeah. But they do. Awesome. They do, and they're great. And I had parents that were so, here's your life and here's your path, that I've tried to do that, but not. I love that part of, but I also want them to think for themselves. Sure. And you build on what your parents did with you, and some things you're going to take and some things you're not going to, and just hope you throw a dart and it turns out. I do love them. Yeah. I love them. Oh, for sure. And I know that that's the best thing I can do. Yeah. And I know, and on my worst days with them, because I have teenagers. Sure. I have teenagers that are going to be young adults very soon. And there are days that I just think I didn't do well. I didn't say that well. And it definitely didn't turn out how I wanted to, but I love them. Yeah. And that is one thing I can do and I will do every day. That's awesome. Very cool. When I get frustrated, that I fall back on that. Yeah. Here's what I can control. Right. Well, and that's awesome. And they are awesome. And you come across, and I bet if I asked anyone who knows you, they'll be like, man, Nicia's so confident. She's so positive and happy, and just seems to be like just larger than life, a spring in her step. Let's go back, like when you were growing up. Yeah. Was it always like that? I mean, you said at 15, you kind of knew what you wanted to do, and I'll prove you wrong. Watch me do it. I mean, where did that come from? I mean, were you like that even when you were? Todd, I was tall, and I'm still tall. I was tall, and I am tall. I was 5'10" by the age of 12. Oh, wow. And so you really stood out. I was teased. I was teased.
Yeah.
I mean, I say teased now. I think a lot of, the word bully is used more now than it was when I was in junior high.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe a little bit bullied. I wasn't confident in myself. I slouched a lot. I had horrible teeth. I had braces for years. And I had a perm. Because why not? Why not have braces?
Hey, I'm already taller than everyone. Why don't I make myself a little taller?
Why don't I have a lot of curls to just add to that height? I was probably 6'1" with a bad perm. So I wouldn't say that I was, wow, look at her. I mean, larger than life actually was just from looking at me, larger than life.
Right.
You know what? My parents were very, and again, Mom, if you're listening, my dad's been gone now, 17 years. He passed away years ago, but instilled in me a sense of confidence, I think, in their parenting and who do you want to be and what does that mean to you at a young age. But I had to find it for myself.
Yeah.
I was insecure with my height for sure. And that insecurity probably extended into college. And I don't think I found really myself until I was in my 30s and 40s.
Really? Okay.
I hopped on Good Things Utah from there. And I'd been in news, and back then when you wanted to complain about our story I did or something I did on the news, you had to call. I mean, there was no internet. There was no email.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'd call and I'd hang up on you because I
don't want to listen to this.
I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah.
When social media started and suddenly you didn't complain about what I was, and Good Things Utah started, it wasn't as much about my story or what I was saying, but about me. Yeah. And I didn't sound smart enough or I sounded too smart. I don't want to watch. I don't like your hair. I don't like your nose. I don't like your face. I don't like your shirt. I don't like how you parent, because you said that on the show today, how you parent, and I don't agree with it.
Wow.
I had to find who I was pretty quick because if not, I went with whatever they said. I'll act smarter today. I'll sit up straighter. I won't do my hair that way. I won't wear that shirt anymore. I will read the Wall Street Journal and sound like I know what I'm talking about, and I'll use a deeper voice. And what I found, and I didn't find it overnight, but what I found is when you're chasing public opinion, you'll never win. You'll run forever. My favorite quote for the girls is, you can be the juiciest peach on the tree, and some people like apples. Yeah. And it's okay. And that took me a long time, and I still think I work on it some days, to grasp and understand that it's none of my business what people think of me, even though it hurts, even though it can hurt, and it does. But that I have to stay in my lane, that I have to be me. And if I chase what you want me to be, I'll never win. So the best person I can be is Nicea DeGering.
Sure.
Whoever that is. And I find her on a daily basis.
Right.
But I sure didn't know her growing up. And I didn't know her in college. And I wish I did. I wish I could go back.
I know.
Don't you?
Oh, totally. Yeah. And I think that's pretty general among all of us, where we're just trying to find who are we really. Yeah. And, and I talk a lot about this with my own clients, is we knew who we were when we were this tall. And listeners, I'm like when you're 1 year old. We knew who we were. We loved everything. We loved ourselves. We had faith as big as the universe. And along the way, as we get older, what we do is we forget that. We don't lose it. We forget. And then what we do is we try to be someone we're not in all these different areas in our lives, trying to find a place to fit in.
It erodes.
And we feel empty. But like you said, you had to eventually get to that point where you had to truly find who is Nicea. And I love that you said that, because I think so many people go through that.
We've had different hosts come on and off the show, and they will say, how would you respond to that? Or would you read that for me so I can copy your voice? And I've said to all of them, there's already a Nicea, by the way. I'm here. Right. There's me. We don't need me. I've got me. Yeah. Be you. There's no Allie. There's no Todd. There's no Reagan. There's no whoever else was with me. Yeah. You're here and you're in the room. Who are you in the room? I like to quote Kelly Clarkson years ago was going through all that weight fluctuation, the singer, and people were coming down on her. And I saw this interview that I've never forgotten that she gave that said, I'll never be the thinnest person in the room. I've come to accept that. I chased it for years, but I've come to accept it. But I'll tell you what, I have the best damn voice in the room. Right. And she's right. Yeah. So who are you in the room? Right. That's what I had to ask myself is, there's always going to be someone that does this or that better than you, or you think is prettier, or you think had a better life, or you think has a better husband, house, boat, whatever.
Right.
But who are you? What do you bring to the room? And there is something unique about all of us.
Yeah.
There is.
Love that.
And when I'm at my lowest, I remember that. Who am I in the room and what do I bring to it? And stop focusing on so much about the things wrong and the things I don't have, and focus on what it is about me that I can bring and I do have.
Wow, that's beautiful. Beautifully said. That is amazing.
Thought I had to find it. Like that's not something you. And there are days that I don't feel it, and I have to reacquaint myself with my mantras and how I feel.
Yeah. Well, and this is why I love that you're here today, Nicea, because you're on TV a lot, and people, including myself, we see you, and you're positive, you're confident.
Yeah.
You'd have to be to do what you do. You MC events.
Right.
I mean, that takes confidence. You got to believe in yourself. But I think sometimes we forget. I mean, you're human, and you struggle with trying to find yourself every day, or maybe one day you don't have that confidence. You're just, for whatever reason, struggling that day. So it's good that you're saying this, because it really puts kind of more of a, this is you kind of behind the scenes.
What is it about? Is it Utah? Is it our culture? Is it women? We always have to be fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Right.
If you said to me right now, and you know what I'm going through, you and I talked
Yes.
before we started,
Yeah.
I would tell you, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good. And I think we do that. Like, are we convincing ourselves or everyone around us?
Yeah, that's a good
But
point.
I think that I fell into the I'm fine. And in my 40s, when I faced a lot of days where I'm not fine,
Yeah.
I've had to authentically say, Nicea, it's okay to say to Todd, I'm okay today.
Yeah.
I'm not fine. I'm
Right.
just okay.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that has helped me connect with so many other people that are not fine, that thought differently about me or didn't relate to me in a way because I wasn't opening up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean you have to tell strangers right and left in your day, I'm having a horrible day. But
Right.
authentically,
Be real.
I have decided it doesn't do myself any favors
Yeah.
to not put a name and a face and a word on what I'm feeling and be
Right.
authentic about it.
Yeah.
And I'm working on that.
Yeah.
I'm working harder on that.
You probably find it a little refreshing, because when someone hears that, it's like, oh, I'm glad you said it that way, because I'm kind of struggling too.
Yes.
And now I'm not alone.
My word I use more now is okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I'm
Like,
okay.
I'm doing my best,
Yeah.
but I'm just okay today.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay to be okay. And it's okay to say it out loud. It's okay to not be good and say that out loud too.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you more relatable. It's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it's real.
I could put on a lot of makeup and I can sit on that TV set, and that is my job.
Right.
But I will tell you, just like everybody else out there are so many days that I'm just okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. That's actually very, very important for especially our listeners, and especially with the people who actually follow this. They'll really resonate with what you just said.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because you aren't alone.
Yeah.
You're not, you think you are. And I've had some days last year and in the last several months that I've laid on the floor in my bathroom and thought I'm the only one feeling this way.
Mm.
And you're not. And I know I'm not. But it's reaching out that makes that better.
Yeah.
And finding that you need to talk about it and you need to say it out loud.
Right.
I found it was the only thing that got me off the floor.
Right. Well, we were talking
Mm-hmm.
before we started this. You've gone through some tough times on a couple things, and
Yes.
and you know what it feels like to feel hopeless, and what it feels like to be in a dark place. And we talk a little bit about that, and just
Yeah.
kind of how you kind of navigated through this.
Yeah, and you know what? Life is a roller coaster, and sometimes you just really want to get off the ride. You just
Right.
like, I feel nauseated and I can't get off the ride. And we did another loop-de-loop. And how did that happen?
Right.
Because I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I think that people go, I know how you feel, and it's tough. I, without sharing too much of my personal life, know the meaning of the word anguish, and know the
Yeah.
meaning of the word pain, and know the meaning of a life you thought this was my path, and you have to change that, and it's
Yeah.
not what you thought it might be,
Right.
for better or for worse. It's a left-hand turn or a right-hand turn, and some days, Todd, the way to get through that is to get through it. The only way out is through. I wrote that on my mirror last year.
Really?
The only way out is through.
Is through it.
And
Dang.
and I got up every day and I kept going. And there were days I didn't want to. And there were days I literally dragged myself out of bed. But once I was up, I was going. And positivity is a choice. It's a choice every day.
Yeah.
And I choose it. And there are days, believe me, for a good hour, I'm not going to choose it. Right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I have a sister who I love. She's my only sister. She's 15 years older than me.
Right.
I grew up in a big family. I'm sixth. I'm the baby.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
I'm the baby of six.
Yeah.
And
Really?
she's one of the oldest. My sister would be okay with me sharing that she has struggled with clinical depression
Okay.
most of her life.
Right.
I have felt like her big sister most of her life. I have sat with her several times and talked her through suicidal thoughts and attempts since I was a teenager.
Really? Okay.
And we have talked about choosing to get up. And some days you can't. And you try again the next day, and choosing to get out of bed, and choosing to be positive, and choosing positive thoughts when the negative ones sneak in. And I'm not, it sounds easier when I say that out loud than it is, because for her especially, I've seen the days that those choices aren't easy to make. But she's here and she's still choosing. And so my perspective for everyone out there is it's not easy, but it is something that for me, once I put a smile on, sometimes it sticks. Yeah. And that's my hope.
Yeah. I love that. You know, and I think, like you were saying even earlier, it's okay to tell someone I actually am struggling today.
Yeah.
It's not a beautiful day right now for me. And I'm just being honest with you. I could say everything's funky dory and I'm fine. But I think that's a good lesson for all of us, is like, it's okay. Let's be authentic, and just, if you're struggling, be okay to say, yeah, I'm not really doing good right now.
It's literally my New Year's resolution, and I keep none of those. I don't. I think 3 years ago I said I want to be more on time. I can't, it's not happening. I want to be at the gym this many times a week. This one I hope sticks. I want to be more authentic about nobody is perfectly perfect.
Yeah.
And there was some sort of self-esteem built in a career of 24 years of perfectly perfect that I found comfort in everyone thinking that.
Yeah.
But it's not authentic. And there's still parts of my job that, you know what, you need to do in the right way, and the way it works on television. But for the most part, I hope I portray, and I am trying to portray more authentically me.
Yeah.
That's real.
That is real. And I think that's great. I mean, as you're saying this, I'm thinking in myself, I need to be doing that. Because, in my job, I mean, I got to be on top of my game. And I do speaking events, and I'm meeting with clients, and I've got to be, no, I'm great. Everything's fun.
On my A game.
I'm on my A game. But there are days like I feel the same thing, where I feel overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. I'm tired. I don't want to talk to another person right now, but I have to, because I got 10 more appointments. And here we go. And like you said, put on that smile, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes you make a choice to be positive and it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm going to get up and try again tomorrow. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Well, so you do a lot of things in the community. What's something that you really is dear to your heart, that you're really involved with, that you could share with us, that, brings joy to you?
So I just got invited to be part of Make-A-Wish. So next week, I'm going to my first meeting.
Okay.
Because if you're a child and you're struggling, I'm a sucker. I would love to do anything and everything for you. That's near and dear to me. My dad passed away of brain cancer when I was 29.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so anything related to Huntsman and working with Huntsman, and anything with Susan G. Komen with breast cancer, our good friend on the show. It's so interesting, Todd. Like, people come and do interviews about how long you've been on the show, and it's 17 years. And what's it like to have a career like this? It's not really been a career. It's been my life. What you see, for better or for worse, is we've gone through divorces, we've gone through deaths, we've gone through babies, we've gone through, it has been a snapshot of my life for an hour live every day. We had a producer that started the show with us that was very close to all of us, mom of the show, that passed away of breast cancer 4 years ago.
Wow.
And that really took us all aback. I think when someone close to you like that,
For sure, yeah.
you're not infallible, right? I mean, and she was such a big part of that show and creating it. And so that is near and dear to me. And if there's anything with that I can do, I had to go on the air the next day after she passed away. And knowing her family was watching and talk about the impact she made on the show.
Oh, man.
And I cried all the way in.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I took a deep breath and hopefully did Roxy justice. And then I walked off the set and went and laid on the ground and cried. So what's near and dear to me is, honestly, I have the best seat in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I see causes and inspirational stories on a daily basis. And there's so many of them that if I can be involved in every one, I would.
Right.
But it's honestly, Todd, the one that day I go, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to help with that.
For sure.
So hopefully Make-A-Wish is my spot for a little bit. I'm excited.
Is amazing.
I'm excited to be part of it.
That is amazing. And like you said, I mean, helping kids who are going through something difficult to be able to bring some, joy into their lives, even if it's for a brief time while they're here.
Yes.
I mean, what a great thing. What a great cause.
I'm excited. And you know what? Anything suicide related and suicide prevention, because I've seen up close what it does to families.
Yeah.
I've seen the pain on both sides. Of my sister and anyone going through this. My teenagers talk about it a lot. It's interesting. I don't remember in high school having it be a topic like it is for them.
Right. It is different.
And I don't remember in my head thinking it was an option if life got dark.
Yeah.
And for so many kids now, it is, and they think about it.
Yeah.
And my teenagers and I have conversations about it all the time, because they just had someone take their life at their high school last week. And unfortunately, that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
And so that too, that definitely what we can do about it, because it is an issue in our state, and not just across the country, but a huge issue here. And it's heartbreaking. It is. So anything I can do with that too, I try to get involved in.
Yeah, it is amazing that it's so prevalent now. And I agree with you. When I think back when I'm in high school and junior high, I think I heard of one time it happened or something, but it just was not talked about, and just seemed like everyone was at least somewhat okay. But now what I do now, working with people who are struggling, anxiety and depression's off the charts with most kids now. Like you go poll most kids, like I did a speaking event at a high school a little while back, and I kid you not, I had a line of kids just begging me, like, what can I do with my anxiety? What can I do for my depression?
It's heartbreaking.
And it's heartbreaking because they're like, in their minds, they're thinking, I don't know how to fix this.
Did you know the word anxiety at 14?
No.
I never would have used that word.
Yeah, I had no idea what it meant.
And now it comes out of my kid's mouth. Well, I can't do that test. I have anxiety. I go, what? Describe your feelings. Because what is that, just a word is thrown around now?
Yeah.
Or what is it exactly? What are you feeling?
Yeah.
And getting to the bottom of that is interesting. Like it's, and they'll say it on their posts. They'll say it on their, and
they put it out there.
Right. We didn't.
No.
Years ago. You didn't verbalize it like that.
No.
So that's good. It's good to verbalize it. And I also, the flood of information on these teenagers and on all of us, sifting through that, I don't think I could have done it at their age. And they're expected to do it, and do it in a way that is still fine, and they still go to school, and they still get everything done, and they're mentally sound. And how do they do it all? They're not. As you said, they're not. Yeah,
they're struggling. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic we could get into.
You're so
I'd love to talk that. But a couple of things. You're doing a lot of great things. You just talked about the Make-A-Wish. That's, moving forward maybe with that.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Like, are you in your sweet spot now? Like, this is like, you're doing the show, Good Things Utah. You've been there forever. You love it. You're great at it. But do you have like aspirations, like as you think moving forward in life? Are you like a goal setter, and I'm going to go do this next, or I'm going to do this?
This is such a good question, because I'm not afraid to say my age at all. I'm 47 and my midlife crisis is chapter 2. Like, what is chapter 2? And I think I started having this midlife chapter 2 crisis 10 years ago, and I'm still in it, right? I'm
it's
still
a
in
long
it.
chapter.
Yeah, like I knew, and I think God's fair because he's like, you knew what you were going to do when you were a teenager, so now you don't when you're in your 40s. Like now you get to feel what it's like to go, what am I going to be when I grow up? Because I still think we all have, and maybe you're on your chapter 5 out there listening. Maybe you're on chapter 10 and you hated chapter 8, so you'll never do that again.
Right.
I don't know. It's so funny because I do think about that all the time. I took my daughter, her dance company went to New York this fall, and I for the first time went to Good Morning America. And I was like,
I actually saw that. That was awesome.
I'm like, this is my chapter 2. I'm just going to slide on this set. They don't know it yet, but this is my chapter 2. No, I've been lucky to have a career at home. And as my kids get older and they're going, I think so many women in my age and my position and even 10 to 15 years older than me say, okay, so now who am I? And what am I doing? And I struggle with that like everyone else. I love what I do on TV. I'm not ready to stop doing that. Sure. But I will at some point, and I will look at transitioning into something else. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to find it, and I'm open to it.
Sure.
Rather than this constant search and battle of who am I going to be next? And what, like my daughter's graduating from high school. Does that give me anxiety? And what do I do?
Right.
Rather than that, I've tried to be open to new experiences and just keep my mind open of what may be and what may be to come. And I'll find it. Wow. So what am I going to do? I don't know. But in the meantime, the ride is so great. Like it's what I'm doing career wise and where I'm at. Like I will never look back and say I didn't have the best time because I've been lucky. I've had the best time doing what I do.
That's awesome. Well, obviously you have a very busy morning. You are going, right? You got to get ready for the show. You got to get your girls ready for school. You got all things.
My dog is demanding.
Your dog. Yeah. Right. What does a day look like for you? Obviously we kind of all know your morning because we know what you're doing. But what does your day look like? What does Nicea do during the day?
Yeah, so if you're sitting out there thinking, why has she done that show so long? Good night. I feel like she's Barbara Walters. It's because it's fit into my life so well. Like I'm spoiled rotten. I go, I get up and I get my kids, I sign every permission slip and I carpool and all of that. And I'm to work around 8:30. And then I do the show and then I have a break where I plan for the next day. And then I do another show at 11. Live called Midday. And then after that, we plan for that show for the next day and I go do shoots. But for the most part, I pick up my daughter from school every day at 2:30.
Oh, nice.
And then I do an after school snack and then I find out what happened with their day.
Yeah.
And I have loved that freedom that ABC4 has given me for all these years. I'm fiercely loyal. If you watch any other channel, what are you doing? Who are you?
Did you hear that, listeners? You better switch.
Who are you?
If you're not.
What are you thinking? I'm fiercely loyal because they've been so good about my life as a mom and knowing that that's important to me and it really is number one.
Yeah. And
I've been able to do this. And so I make dinner just like you. I'm not good on it. I made the worst dish last night. And my 14-year-old goes, Mom, pick up takeout. And I go, you know what? I tried the drumsticks.
Turn out,
but I make dinner. I walk my dog. I love to work. I love to walk. I love to jog. I love working out. I love to get in the zone. I'm going to start listening to you and your podcast while I walk and jog because I like things like that. I love to read. A good bath is my favorite thing on the planet. If I can get that kind of time.
Yeah.
But I'm uber involved in my kids' lives. I have a group of friends and family that is my number one that are so sweet. And I think you need that. It's not about quantity anymore. It's about quality.
Yeah.
The quality of the people close to me is huge.
Yeah.
And that I lean on is huge. So yeah, I'm so much more boring than you might think. Like I want to say, in fact, I said that on the radio this morning. And do you mind if I dive into what I've been talking about?
And we were going to go into this. And so, I would love you to share what you're going through right now.
I really am. Like Nicea DeGering is so much more boring than you think. Like I do a lot of jammies with my golden doodle.
Okay.
Right. And I love to like peek at social media and burn dinner and I'm home. Well, the fake Nicea DeGering that has been out there that I've been impersonated and stalked for the last long time is a lot more exciting. So let me start by saying back in October, start this part of it by saying back in October, I got a message on my Instagram that said, I just wanted to check in with you. And I'm public on all these because I have to be.
Sure.
Did you hire me for a party? And I said, I did not. Who is this? And this person said, let me send you the email I received from Nicea DeGering. Sends me an email, which is not my email address.
Right.
But this person says, I'm Nicea DeGering reaching out to contact you. I would love you to come to a party. And I think you're really good looking. And I'd like to know more about you. And I said, this isn't me. This is so bizarre.
Yeah.
So he had the presence of mind to double check because he said, I didn't feel like it was you.
Yeah.
So I kind of go, well, I guess that's what happens when you're public. I guess you have to deal with this.
Yeah.
3 days later, I get a message on LinkedIn from a gentleman that had been on our show live with me 2 months prior. And he said, you stood me up for our date. You ghosted me, essentially. And I said, do I know you past interviewing you on the show?
Right.
Is ghosting a dating term?
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Yeah. And he said, oh, no, I've been speaking with you for weeks and weeks. Ever since I was on the show, you contacted me 3 days later and asked me to go out.
Wow.
And I said, are you kidding me? Is it this email? Same email that this other guy was given.
No
In fact,
way.
then a phone number. You've been texting me photos of your children. You've been saying we should go out. You've stood me up twice. You stood me up again. Now I'm like on high alert. Is
For
this
sure.
happening
You're
to
probably-
two
yeah.
people? It's happening to how many more? Within a week, I was put on, I heard from other people, different dating sites, Match. I've been on Singles, whatever. I don't even know any of these dating sites. If you've seen me out there on a dating site, it's not me. I have
Right.
no idea how that happens and how that works. So helpless feeling,
Yeah. I can
a
imagine.
helpless feeling. That started in October. By the time we got to December, I had someone say they'd been given my home address to come hook up with me by me. So that at that point, I have to call Sandy PD and get
Right.
them involved, which honestly, to everyone out there, I should have called in October. So don't be me. I should have immediately said red flag. They can't investigate unless you come forward.
Right.
And I, as a, here I am, a public figure. I guess I deserve some of this. Or what did I do wrong in this?
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Really? Okay.
Seems ridiculous to the PD for me to call them, right?
Right.
They have better things to do. They can't help you unless you do.
Yeah.
Starting in January, it ramped up. I started having guests call the show and say they wouldn't be interviewed by me. And we didn't know. And then they would ask them and they would say, Nicea DeGering has been hitting on me via text and email and also on dating sites. Wow. And these are married men that I've interviewed on the show. I'm humiliated.
Oh, yeah.
And don't even know that they're being contacted this way. So as recently as Sunday, I had a message on Facebook that said, I miss you. How are you? I said, do you miss me? Who are you?
Yeah. Right.
We've been speaking every day for a year, 2 years. You've given me your kids' names. I know what they like. I know what years as Nicea DeGering. So people are being catfished. I'm being impersonated.
Right.
It's a helpless feeling. I've tried to take power back with that today by going on radio stations and talking about it on the show because this works if no one says anything.
Right.
And now I'm going to, because I felt powerless. There is someone close to all of us at the station that has violated that trust, that is being investigated now, that has all of our personal information. But what I would say to everyone out there, if I've contacted you inappropriately, I'm not that fun. I'm not.
Sure.
I would not do that and have not done that. If you see me on a dating site, that is not me.
It's not you.
If I text you and ask you out, that is not me. Please check and double check who you're talking to if you are talking to anyone.
Right. Yeah.
And not only that, if you have a Gmail account out there, everyone, please go to the security settings today. Look and see. You can click on that and see who has been logged into your account, when and for how long, if anyone. I did not do that. I did not change that password frequently. There have been people logged into my account for years and I didn't know. Please go do that today. If there's anything I can tell you to do today,
that's good to know. I didn't know that
check
either.
that.
Actually.
You can click on security, go down, and it shows accounts that have been in your account. We had a law enforcement on today that said you need to change that every month. And I hate that.
So do I. I can barely remember any one of them.
And my eyes glazed over when people said that to me.
Yeah.
And now they don't. Now I listen, and I've changed every password and keep changing them.
Right.
Because once you open a window to your life, it is so hard to shut it, I'm finding.
Yeah.
So anyway, as part of my dark year, this has been part of it, that people think of me in a way that isn't authentically me.
For sure.
And there's nothing I can do about it. Has been so frustrating.
Yes.
But I'm doing something about it now.
You are now.
So thank you for letting me jump in and go off the rails there.
I can't imagine how, it's got to feel like you're being violated, because you are.
Betrayed, violated. Yes. And my kids aren't sleeping. It's like this online dark thing that you want to put an end to, and you are essentially with people who are super savvy with this.
Yeah.
I can't compete with that.
Right.
Other than use my voice.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing today. So thank you.
Well, there you go, listeners. Again, if you see anything, and what's interesting too, if it doesn't feel right, if you're reading something, it's probably not right. Because I would imagine, because like a lot of those people would say, I got this email from you. It seems off.
Sound
it
like
doesn't
you?
sound like you at all. And it's not what you portrayed to me. And it probably means it isn't genuine. It's not authentic.
And I would glide over my messages on Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook. And I wouldn't really, I'd glide over, and if I can help you, I answer. If not, I just keep going. Now I look. Yeah. Now be more present when it comes to that. If someone says something that alarms you, look into it. It may be your identity's been stolen. It may be you being impersonated. It may be an account that has your name on it. You have no idea. Check. Right. Check and double check. That's my advice to everyone today.
Double check, yeah.
Yes.
And I never knew that about your Google or Gmail, where you go in, and I didn't realize that.
And don't put passwords in your notes. I did it. Your notes link to your Gmail. Put your passwords in a secure spot, and it is not in your notes on your phone. I can tell you right now, I have learned the hard way. Don't be me. I am 47 and I don't remember passwords. So I write them all in there thinking I was safe that way. And you are not. You are not. You have to have them in an app or somewhere else that is thumbprint only, that is locked, that no one can get to. So that's my word to the wise today.
Great advice. Great advice. Well, again, we talked about this before. I'm sorry you're going through this. I feel sick for you.
Ugh.
Because I try to put myself in your shoes and I'm like, how that would feel. And it's just, it always blows me away. Like you said even earlier, like, how people even on social media were saying all these mean things to you. Like, why did you wear your hair that way? And what you said, I don't like the way you parent. And it's like, in my head, I go, why do people take the time to be mean?
When you tell your kids, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But then adults, how many of us are subscribing to that?
I know. And it just blows my mind that people take the time.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to go make her feel bad today. I'm going to say something really mean to her. And I guess I have a hard time wrapping my mind around it. I know it happens. I'm not living in a bubble. I get it. But it's like, people, why can't we be kind? What's wrong with that?
I agree.
It just blows me away.
I agree. And the time wasted on that type of negativity.
Yeah.
And no one ever changed because someone was nasty to them. That's not going to make no one ever calm down because you said calm down. Right?
That's so true.
No one does. So stop saying
calm down. What?
Yeah. I'll show you calm down.
I'll show you calm down.
So, right, you message someone and you're like, you're a horrible person. They're never going to change. That kind of feedback, thanks. You just wasted your time.
Yeah.
Now you just hurt someone's feelings. I don't care if they're a superstar. I don't care if it's Halle Berry. You hurt her feelings.
Oh,
why?
For sure. What's the point?
Right.
What did you win there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not on the scale you are, but from time to time I get some people ripping on me. I'm out there a little bit, and so much I want to respond, but then luckily I calm myself down.
Right.
And I don't respond. What's the point? Because I'm not going to get anyone. I'm not going to change their opinion by me saying something back.
Thoughtful critique and believe me, you and I are both, you doing this now and me doing what I do.
Right.
We want open conversation.
Absolutely.
And if there's something I said that was offensive, please in a kind way let me know.
Yeah.
But just, I hate you and you're dumb.
Right.
Those are, I mean, that it's just not necessary.
Yeah.
And it doesn't change anything. It just hurts people's feelings.
Yeah. So, a couple more questions here,
Yes.
and then we'll get going. But what advice do you give your daughters? I mean, obviously they're going through this social media era where it's just everywhere. It's all about social media. They're young kids. They're involved with it. It's kind of how they were. That's what they know. You know.
Right.
How do you help them navigate through that?
It's hard. We've had tears at my house about social media, and that's just me. No, I'm kidding. But maybe,
Yeah.
my daughters have cried because no longer do you find out about the party you weren't invited to on Monday at school and it's over and done with and it's okay.
Yeah.
You find out about it instantaneously.
Instantly. Like,
And there's a post that says, all my people, all my besties, and you're not there.
yeah.
We've struggled with that. We've struggled with, is my life enough? Because of what I see on social media, is I'm home on a Friday night. Look where the word everyone is thrown around at my house
Right. Yeah.
constantly. Everyone's in Hawaii. Really? Everyone's in Hawaii? But I hear that all the time. Everyone has this new shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone has it.
You're like, wow.
So that's a word that we've tried to like narrow down,
eliminate,
and not use as often because it makes you feel like crap.
Yeah.
Everyone isn't there. Like, let's be realistic. I know it hurts
Exactly.
that you're not in Hawaii and so is, or you're there at the party and you're not. But let's narrow it down. What are you doing tonight? What can you do? And honestly, number one, take a break from social media.
Yeah.
Put it down for
sure.
2 seconds. Put it
Yeah.
down. Parents out there that have controls on your kids' phones, good job. My control is my voice so far. It's probably not enough.
Right.
But we've talked about it.
Yeah.
When I feel like there's a problem, that's going to change. I will
Yeah.
get more involved. When I feel like there's an issue that I can't trust you with how often you're headed up to your room with your phone and where are
Yeah.
you going,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it.
Gotcha.
I think I try, Todd, to be open as much as possible. When they show me a picture or something on their feed that's maybe as I really want to go,
Yeah.
I don't. Because then you won't show me next time.
Exactly.
So I try to do a lot of, how do you feel about that? What do you think that person's
love
going
that.
through? And I try to be open. I mean, believe me, sometimes I turn away and go, oh my, are you kidding me?
Right.
And then I turn back and go, how do you feel? Would you post that? Why do you think they posted it? What do you think? And I've tried to keep that dialogue open instead of I'm appalled and upset.
Right.
And when the song comes on their feed that swears and when so-and-so on their feed is swearing, I try to go, we doing that? We doing that, y'all?
Right.
Rather than shut that off and don't do that and I won't have it and to give me your phone. And I found that, and believe me, nothing works with everyone, and please find what works with your child. I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to know all the answers.
Sure.
That's worked for me.
Yeah.
With those girls. They feel like they can come to me and show me and
I think
talk about
I
it.
love that, Nicea, because I think that's the goal. We want our kids to feel safe enough to come share anything with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so if that's what you're cultivating there, man, that's amazing, because that's what the kids need. They need to feel safe. I can go tell my mom anything.
Yeah.
You know?
The less you can be shocked and appalled and angry and I won't have it, the better.
Yeah.
The more you can say, I mean, believe me, I'm not cool to my kids. I'm not. None of us are.
Right.
How did that happen?
Yeah, I know. I think we're cool.
I think we're super rad.
Absolutely.
Whenever I say the word hip, they're like, if you say the word hip, you're not.
I know.
If you use that word, you're dumb.
Yeah, I said a word the other day. It was on a Sunday. We had all our family, our kids were there, and I said, "Hey, quit dilly-dallying."
Uh-oh.
And my son's like, "What?" He starts laughing, busting up. He's like, "What is that word?
Mm-hmm.
That's from the 50s or something."
Give me your cool card.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
It was hilarious. He's like, "Dad, you are a piece of work."
Same with my kids. I'm not cool, but I am cool with what they're doing as long as I know about it.
Right.
And I
love that.
That is what I've said to them.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter said, my friend's sneaking out, and she asked me to do it. And she said, I have no reason to. If I tell my mom, she'll tell me if I can go or not go, and we'll talk about it. And she goes, my mom, in fact, would go. That sounds fun. What's sneaking out? Who's going?
Yeah.
So the more I can be open like that with them. My advice to them is to be open and honest, and the better relationship we can have.
Oh, I love that. Beautifully said. if people want to get to know more about the real Nicea
Yes.
DeGering, what's the best way to do that? Would that be to go to, Good Things Utah and just read up on you there?
Yes. You know what?
That'd
Please message me, because I'm obviously hyper focused right now on those messages. And my social media that says Nicea DeGering is me. And
Okay.
my ABC4, you'll see, like it's connected to ABC4,
Okay.
and that is me. We're working on getting me check marks now so people
Oh,
can
good.
feel better about it since all of this has gone on. You said, what are you doing? And I totally forgot. Reagan, who does the show with me, and Michelle Money, who was on The Bachelor, and I
Yeah.
are starting a podcast.
Really?
So we are that is in the works.
Nice.
That is in the works. And I want to talk like this because I don't have
Yeah.
4.5 minutes or 3.5 minutes, and I'm in and out and I'm into commercial break.
Yeah.
And I love what you're doing. I think
Thank you.
you reach so many people in the amount, like hopefully out there, you've connected with me a little bit, like you
Yeah.
connect with Todd all the time,
Mm-hmm.
because it is a way to connect that has evolved into not just the blurb you get. I love Good Things Utah, but I literally have when I interview you, it's for 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's so fast.
We
It's
get
like,
in and we get out.
Yeah, it's like like those those movies that show speed dating. It's like and then it's like you're done.
I
It's
know.
like, whoa, where did that? What
And poor
happened?
you always goes, did I say the right thing? And I go, yes.
I know.
You don't remember because
know.
it's so quick.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will be a good transition for me. I don't know.
love it.
I've not done it before.
So
So
when is that going to be?
we're
ready
hoping
to
in the
rock and
next
roll?
month or so.
Very cool.
If you have a name for me, Todd, like we need to figure out, the three of us, what we're doing and what we want to call it, but empowering women for sure. And
Yeah.
talking about women's issues and what
Love
we're
it.
going through, and
Yeah.
a deeper dive into the three of us. And I'm excited.
That's going to be great.
I'm excited about it. So look for that in the next month.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'll I think that's amazing.
And maybe don't look for my kids probably won't like do any sort of promotion of it. They'll be like, Mom, are you talking more about
Like,
us?
Mom, come on.
Then they're going to unfollow me, but that's fine.
No, I think that's wonderful. And it sounds like, with the Children's Miracle Network, that's going to be
Yes,
amazing.
I'm excited.
You're doing such great things.
Thank you.
Nicea, I can't thank you enough. It truly is my honor to have you on. I'll be honest with you, I was a little nervous having you come here. I'm like, Nicia's coming here.
No.
Like I honestly did. I was like,
Never.
going, dang, this is cool.
Oh, thank you
but
for
but it's a
having
good,
me.
nervous, exciting, just because you're so busy with all you're doing. So thank you for taking the time and honoring all of us with your background, your story, and just the way you live your life is amazing.
And all of you out there, thank you for letting me be part of your day and giving me like a voice to be part of all of your 60,000 people that love and listen to you.
Oh,
So
thank
thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, there you go, listeners. Another amazing story. Nicia's amazing. If you, like she said, if you want to reach out to her, please do. If you have any questions, she really is an open book. Unfortunately, she's going through some difficult times with that situations she just shared with us. But please reach out to her. Check out Good Things Utah. I'm actually going to be on it next Friday. So I'm excited for that too, and I'll see Nicea there. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for your support, and until next time.